crafty friends. I'm just stopping by today for a very short video on how I made these fun ornaments. I've already finished this one and I've added a piece of fishing line to hang it on the tree. It's just a week until Christmas, but there's still time to make a couple of these if you wanted to, or you might want to think about it for next year. These ornaments would be so easy to personalize by finishing off the back and writing the name of the recipient and the year on them. I got the ornament at Hobby Lobby and they come in several different sizes. This one is about 3¼ inches in diameter and it comes apart. I used one of the circle dies from the Fitted Circles die set that is approximately the same size as the opening. I'm going to use the die to cut a piece of acetate, and because the acetate is rather thick, I ran it through the die cutting machine, but since this is a wafer thin die and a thick piece of acetate, it didn't go all the way through. However, it did leave a mark on the acetate, so I'm just going to finish it off with my scissors. I'm going to speed it up right here a little bit so you're not bored silly watching me cut out a circle. The acetate still has a protective covering on it, so I'm going to remove that right now. I've already assembled a little elf that I'm going to use for this ornament. This one is called Elf His from Elizabeth Craft Designs. He is just adorable, but I knew that he wouldn't fit totally in the ornament, so I didn't bother to make his legs and feet. I made his eyes from craft dots, and I'm going to share a little tip with you at the end of the video on how I make these ahead of time and save them for use when I need them. Now I'm going to add him to the acetate and place him in the ornament. Because I'm gluing paper to acetate, I'm going to use art glitter glue today. I like this glue because it's designed to hold glitter onto hard surfaces. You will find all the products that I used today linked in the description box below. Sorry, I got a little off camera here, but I just trimmed off the bottom of the elf to the same shape as the acetate. Since I want the elf to look like he's sitting in a snowbank, I'm going to put some snowflakes in the one side of the ornament before I put it together. I've had this fake snow for a very long time. I use it each year for my Christmas village. A little bit of this goes a very long way, so I'm just going to put a little bit in the bottom of the ornament. Next, I'm going to add my elf. I'm going to set him just in the edge of the ornament. Oops, got to get him straight. Now I just need to close up the ornament. But, oops, wait a minute. I forgot to add the snow. So let's take that apart. Add the snow. Now let's try that one more time. Oops. Okay, now we're ready. I'm going to close it up. Line up the holes at the top of the ornament. Make sure it's closed tight. And it's pretty much done except for the ribbon that we're going to do next. Once again, I'm going to speed up the film a bit because nobody wants to watch somebody tying a bow and then fussing with it till they get it the way they want it. Okay, that's it. How cute is that little elf in there waving at us? And now, as promised, I'm going to share that tip with you about the dots. I like to save the release paper from the back of my double-sided adhesive. Then I use it for making the dots. I made these yesterday and they're totally dry now. When they're dry, they peel right off of the paper with no problem, and then I save them. As you can see here, I have several made ahead of time, and then you can just pull them out and use them as needed. Now, they do like to stick together, so what I've done is put a little bit of baby powder in each box, and then when I'm ready to use them, I just pull them out, I rub them between my fingers, the powder comes off, and they're ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy holidays.